Well, it's great to see Topper sports season kicking off again. I'm Troy Hughes. I'm the fire chief here in Los Alamos. And we're glad to see COVID kind of waning and people getting back to their normal activities. One of the things that hurt us during this time period was our lack of people. So we need recruits. We need cadets to come to work for Los Alamos Fire Department. It's a great career, very rewarding, good pay, good benefits, great retirement. You get to work out and maintain your Topper strength. So we're hoping that a few good people will come to work for us in the next year, and we hope that the Toppers win, so go Toppers.
Hello, I'm Deputy Chief Oliver Morris of the Los Alamos Police Department, and I just want to take a few moments of your time to talk about some safety initiatives that we want to bring forth to the community as the 2022-2023 school year starts in Los Alamos. School is right around the corner, and we want to remind parents and students to make sure that you leave enough time to get to school on time so we're not rushing. As you can see behind me, all school zones are 15 miles an hour when students are going to school, even if they're not present. So let's slow down and just make sure our students are safe. Secondly, I want to remind us that when the buses are stopped and their stop signs and lights are activated, we want traffic to stop in both directions to allow time for students to cross the street to keep them safe. The other thing I want to talk about is our school campuses. It's important to remember that during school, campuses are closed to the general public, as well as the playgrounds and facilities, while school is in session. This also includes Sullivan Field and the Sullivan Field parking lot. We want to make sure that school is meant for just school hours and school staff. Please check in with the staff regularly if you're going to be planning on visiting our campuses. We have a long history at Los Alamos to have amazing school resource officers. These officers are there to provide an atmosphere of safety and security for our students and faculty, but they're also there to foster positive relationships with students. So we use our school resource officers just to ensure that everything is safe in our schools. The other thing I'd like to direct our community to is on the losalamos.schools.net website. If you click on the safety and wellness section, you will see that there's the See Something, Say Something app. This app is a great tool to report anything that has to do with safety, whether it's bullying or whether it's a suspicious person on campus or anything you think is safety related for our schools. Please use this app to report any suspicious behavior so that we can work in concert with the Los Alamos Public Schools to make sure everyone is safe. And that's the final message that I have for you today. And I just want to make sure that we have a safe and fun school year, and go Toppers.
Hi there, my name is Kristen O'Hara, and I'm the Director of Interpretation at Pajarito Environmental Education Center. We are the nonprofit that runs the Los Alamos Nature Center. Bears are active in Los Alamos during spring, summer, and fall. New Mexico Game and Fish recommend the following 6 bear-wise basics to keep you and our bears safe. Do not feed or approach bears. Whether it's unintentional or intentional, feeding black bear in our community is incentivizing them to come into our residential neighborhoods for food. And we do not want to do that. They are wild animals. They're equipped for finding food themselves. Our people food is not the best thing for them. As far as approaching bears in the wild, it is best to stay away from black bear. If a black bear hasn't seen you and you happen to see one across the street from you, take a moment to have that beautiful experience, but do not approach a black bear. Make sure to secure your garbage cans and recycling. Bears have a very keen sense of smell and can rip open garbage cans very easily, so having them secured with some sort of bungee cord or something to keep the lids down is the best way to keep our bears in our community safe. Remove bird feeders during prime active bear times. Black bears in Los Alamos are active anywhere between the very end of April, May to the middle of November. So during those times, anything we can do to keep our bears safe by not giving them food is better for bears and better for us. So at night, for instance, at the Nature Center, we take down the bird feeders that we have outside and put them back up in the morning. So that is something you can do. But if you do have a bear at your house that has eaten from your feeders, make sure to take your feeders down for a length of time around 2 weeks so the bear does not acclimatize to coming to your house for food. Do not leave your pet food outside. If you happen to feed your animals outdoors, put your food bowls out there, make sure your animals have your fill, but make sure you bring them in after your animal is done eating. That'll, again, keep the bears safe. Clean and store your grills. That means cleaning your grills thoroughly, removing all fat and food that could have dropped in the base of the grill, and then storing it in an inaccessible place, so a place the bears cannot get to, like a garage or even inside your house, if that's a possibility. I know not everybody has a garage, but just keeping in mind a good place to store a grill that is away from that can be away from bears accessing it. And I guess our last bear safety tip is to tell your neighbors, communicate with your neighbors and your friends about bears that have been spotted in the area, or these safety tips that you've learned here today. The more knowledge we can give to our neighbors and our friends, the better, and it will keep our bear neighbors and our human neighbors as safe as possible. Good luck, toppers, on your season.
Hi, I'm Curtis Christensen, Managing Director of the Los Alamos Program Management Office here at TechSource. TechSource is honored to have the opportunity to support Hilltoppers basketball. We are part of the lab's triad team working towards mission delivery, and we are part of the community right here, living the example that it is team that gets it done. To borrow some of the famous Coach Wooden's words, the main ingredient to winning is team. All the team. The players that listen, push, and focus during practice, the support from the bench, and those 5 on the court. Los Alamos is a special community. We count ourselves lucky to be able to have the opportunity to support its people, events, and organizations. Good luck today. Go Toppers.
Join the University of New Mexico Los Alamos for the exceptional education. Join us for the small class sizes. Join us for the quality faculty and staff who are dedicated to your success. Whatever your reason for joining us, start here, go anywhere. Go Hilltoppers.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to a very cold Griffith Gymnasium. I don't know what the temperature in here, but I'm freezing. But at any rate, it'll be the Hilltopper girls tonight going up against the Taos Lady Tigers. The Hilltoppers ranked number 7 in the state. Mike has some more rankings for us, but the Hilltoppers coming into the ball game with 11 wins and 6 losses. They are 2-0 in district play. The Taos is 5-13 in overall, and they are 0-2 in district play. And they have already, their 2 losses have come, let's see, against Pewaukee and Moriarty. And they still have us to play, and then they'll finish off against Espanola Lady Sun Devils. So anyway, Mike, not really packing them in here tonight. Everybody's staying home and staying warm.
Well, they're still coming down from that huge game yesterday.
My heavens, yes.
Between Los Alamos and Espanola Valley. And boy, what a heartbreaker for the Hilltoppers in that one. Up up 48-46, 5.8 seconds left. Buzzer beating three-pointer by Jade Martinez of Espanola Valley, and the Sun Devils escape Griffith Gymnasium with a 49-48 victory. And boy, oh boy. And the toughest part of that, Jane, Los Alamos had 10 chances to shut the door, and they just could not do it, unfortunately. But congratulations to the Sun Devils. Task at hand tonight, the Los Alamos Hilltopper girls taking on the Taos Tigers. I'm sorry, I said that completely wrong. I apologize.
Yes, you did.
The Taos Tigers.
Taos Tigers.
So the Toppers taking on the Tigers this evening.
Oh, it's Angelo time.
And here comes our favorite official, Mr.
Hey,
Angelo Atencio.
Angelo.
How are you doing, sir? All right. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Angelo. All right. Awesome.
Angelo Atencio,
Well,
solid official, and he likes to come and say hi to everybody. We've seen him.
We missed out on our hugs.
Did not get the full hug, but that's all right.
John McHale got his hug.
He got a huge hug.
Yes, he did.
All over it. Yeah, you gotta wake up pretty early in the morning to escape the Angelo Atencio hug. But in the event, he's here tonight. Toppers are here tonight. Toppers with a big opportunity tonight.
He's getting another hug. John just got his second.
Oh
hug
man, he is just wow.
He
He is just a popular guy tonight.
Well, I guess so. Wow.
So the Toppers 2-0 in district play, and with a win tonight, will not only move to 3-0 in district. They're just going to be one win away from a perfect 4-0 in the first round of district play. Still have to face the Milwaukee Valley Elcats. Always a tough contest, but Los Alamos can establish itself firmly in the driver's seat tonight with a victory, and they should have, well, a pretty good opportunity to do that. This has just not been the Taos girls' year. They are 5-13 overall. They are 0-2 in district, and just really, you look at their scores defensively. They haven't actually been that bad, but for the most part, have actually been able to hold teams down. But on the offensive end, they just struggle to put points on the board. Meanwhile, Los Alamos has been playing very, very good offensive basketball for most of the past month. Toppers, one of the hottest teams in the state right now. So a lot of good things going on. Los Alamos has an excellent opportunity tonight to not only pick up a victory, but put a little distance between themselves and maybe the rest of the district field.
Yeah, they come off of a victory the other night against Espanola. And that was on Tuesday night. That was a strange game. The Hilltoppers had just played Moriarty before that and just wiped out Moriarty. But when they came up, it went down to Espanola to what's the name of that gymnasium?
Fred Jones Gymnasium.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, can't forget it. Edward Medina Gymnasium.
Oh, yes, I remember now. So anyway. They went down there, and it was neither team could seem to get on track, especially in the first half. Neither team could really hit very well, and they just couldn't seem to get going either way. Hilltoppers did pick up the pace in the second half. One of the things that was interesting was that Gigi Romero, our leading scorer for the Hilltoppers, they decided, the coach there, Joe Estrada, decided to face guard Gigi Romero the entire ball game. So she literally, and I mean literally, had someone in her face for the entire time of the ball game, but she still came up with 16 points.
Actually, that tactic fairly effective in the first half. Gigi was kind of limited in her amount of touches, but third quarter finally cracked the code on that. Had a huge third quarter and came away as leading scorer in that ball game.
And so we're having a little. Let's see how we're going to have Kathleen Trujillo. 5'8" senior forward for Los Alamos. She's going to sing the national anthem.
stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaking, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave? Oh, land of the free and the home of the brave.
Kathleen Trujillo, a 5'8" forward for Los Alamos. And she's getting all kinds of hugs now. Where's
Angela's busy.
Angela, he was going to hug her, but right now he's hugging Nate.
Yeah.
Nate Limback. So sorry, Catherine.
Now you're just going to have to wait. Sorry, he's a busy man.
He decided to go for Nate.
But no, nice job there by Catherine. So,
yes, it was. Very nice.
So, good job there. So, see, that is an omen of things to come. The Toppers can hit some good notes tonight. And meanwhile, well, I wish I was paying attention, but anyway, at any rate, the
10, 11, 12.
The Taos Tigers tonight will coached by Eric Mares, and they will start Jade Mares. She's a junior. Atunya Concha is a senior. Valerie Mares is a senior, and she will get the start tonight. And unfortunately, I did not catch the other two. We'll get those in a little bit.
But 23, I believe.
All right. But anyway, the Toppers being introduced right now, so they are going to start. Looks like their usual starting five. Sophia Trujillo, a 5'4" sophomore. Abby Martinez, a 5'5" junior. Carly Holland is a 5'4" senior, 5'10" senior. Tara McDonald, and of course the 5'8" sophomore, the leading scorer for Los Alamos, Gigi Romero. So things looking good. Topper looking very, very loose out there on the court right now. So we'll see. We'll see how they go. By the way, the other starters for Taos, that is Tatiana Flores. She is a senior. And do we have a mystery player? We have a mystery player.
We have a mystery player. Don't tell me.
Oh, brother.
Here we go.
Well, we'll try to catch her name. 32. We'll call her Magic Johnson. She's number 32.
So Tara McDonald will jump it up for Los Alamos. And
against Magic's 6'9". He's the starting forward for the Lakers.
32 is the mystery player. So we'll find out who that is. This is the first chance we get. Tara controls the tip over to Gigi Romero, up to Abby Martinez. She lays it in. So they ran that tip-off play to perfection. I mean, absolute perfection. And so Abby Martinez drops it in for two. And so Abby is going to be called for a foul, trying to steal it away. But she's called for the reach-in, so that will. And so Abby Martinez picks up the first basket of the game and the first foul of the game.
Steal by Gigi Romero right at the timeline, and it takes it all the way back to the bucket. Easy layup for Gigi. Toppers starting here with full court pressure, same way they did against Moriarty, and two quick buckets for the Hilltoppers. Are quickly up 4-0. Taos immediately takes a 30-second timeout, and
Tiana Flores is the mystery
Tiana
player.
Flores. Okay, we already have Tiana Flores. Okay.
No, we don't.
Okay, so Tiana. So we have a Tatiana Flores, who is number 35, and possibly another Flores. We'll see. But pass trying to beat the topper press, and that goes out of bounds. Juliana Flores, thank you very much. All right.
All right, we're going to finally get that straightened out, right? Well, it's still a 4-0 ball game. Skip pass across, bounce picked up by Gigi Romero. She goes into the lane, dishes it back out, shot in the free throw circle. This is off by Sophia Trujillo. Abby Martinez gets the rebound. Battle for the rebound is going to go off of the Tigers out of bounds. 1 minute gone, and Hilltoppers leading 4-0 in this contest. It'll be inbounded by Los Alamos under their own basket, baseline right. They'll give it to Abby Martinez, out to Gigi Romero. Romero's just going to take it to the hole, puts it up too hard. Yeah, Tara McDonald with the rebound. Skip pass across to Abby Martinez. Martinez goes up. Her shot is off, and the rebound is going to come down. I'm not sure who. I got to get these names straightened out, too. But anyway, the ball is stolen away by Carly Holland of Los Alamos. Carly brings it up. She's going to bring it over to Sophia Trujillo, and inside to Gigi, stolen away by the Tigers. The Tigers bring it up. They get it up to Valerie Mares. Valerie going to bounce it over, stolen away by Abby Martinez. Martinez will now just walk it up the floor. She's going to bring it to Gigi, and wide open underneath. She finds Tara McDonald, and so a nice assist that time from Gigi right down to Tara. Tara, all she had to do was lay it in. 6-0 ball game right now. And now coming into the ball game for Los Alamos, we will have Caitlin Velarde, and she's going to replace Abby Martinez.
Martinez just picked up her second foul, another reach in.
She has all the fouls in this ball game.
Yeah, two quick fouls there for Abby, but Velarde coming into the game, put in some good minutes against Espanola Valley. So looks like she'll get a few minutes here in the first half.
Well, the ball is loose, and there's a little scramble for it, and that's got picked up this time by Tatiana Flores. Flores is going to bring it out on top, back to Tatiana. Tatiana directing traffic at this point and working against Caitlin Velarde. Brings it back out on top, back to Tatiana. 3-point shot on the way. That is off by the Lady Tigers. Rebound comes down to Gigi Romero. She'll hand it over to Sophia Trujillo. Let Sophia bring it up. Carly Holland with it. Go to the right wing to Caitlin Velarde. Picks up her dribble. She should have been called for traveling, and she does. So they get her, and she drug her pivot foot. Full court press by Los Alamos, leading 6-0 in this ball game. And they bounce it up the floor, and is picked off by Tara McDonald. Up the floor, Gigi Romero. Left-handed shot by Gigi, and Gigi just lays it in for 4. Nice looking left-handed layup by the sophomore. And we're going to have a timeout once again taken by Eric Martinez, and that's going to be his second. And so he's going to take he's got a 30-second timeout. So this is his second 30. I do believe he's taking, or is he taking?
No, I believe he took a full.
He's going to take a full. He's serious.
Yeah,
So,
he needs to get this corrected really, really quickly. The Tigers already down 8-0, and Los Alamos putting on the pressure. They've already forced 6 turnovers here in less than 4 minutes gone in this contest. So Los Alamos just all over Taos. And, Taos want to save this ball game. They need to figure this out. They need to figure it out now. So Eric not going to mess around here. Meanwhile, Topper's looking very, very good, looking just as effective with that press as they did the other day against Moriarty. And they're doing exactly what they need to. They're getting right on top of the ball. They're getting their hands on pretty much every single one of Taos's passes has been contested at this point.
Moriarty the other night, they had trouble getting it across the half-court line. The press was just so awesome against Moriarty And it's just kind of the same way it is as it is here tonight. So Tatiana Flores is going to bring it in, and she's going to hand it over now to Valerie Morris. They're still in the backcourt. Tatiana brings it across the timeline. They'll get it underneath. Shot is going to go up. It's off. They wanted a foul. Carly Holland with the rebound. She's double teamed in the backcourt, dribbles it off her foot.
Wow, she went a long way. She actually she was about the top of the key on this side and had to completely reverse her field, go from left to right, and finally just one dribble off her foot, and that was it. That was a long way to go.
And the Hilltoppers had all kinds of numbers up the floor. Pass it picked off by Tara McDonald. She's just going to take it all the way. And so she goes in, lays it in. And Tara, I don't know how many steals she had the other night against Espanola, but boy, every time you turned around, Tara was out there picking off an errant pass, or not an errant pass, just picking off good passes. So should have had a traveling violation called against the Tigers. But the shot is off. Rebound comes down to Tara. Tara will wait, get it up to Sophia Trujillo. 10-0 ball game. We'll save it back in and save it right to Los Alamos. Cardinal sin. You do not save the ball in under the other team's basket. So Carly Holland puts up the three, and right there to get the rebound is Tara McDonald. And as she goes up, she's hit. She'll go to the free throw line. We have 3:13 to go as Michelle Macias comes to the scorer's table. And she most likely will replace Tara McDonald, but Tara is shooting 2. And right now it's Tara with 4 points in the ball game. 10-0 ball game right now. And Tara puts the second shot up short. And Michelle will wait. Normally you can't come into the terminal free throw, but she has to wait because he's going to replace Tara McDonald.
So Tara's got to miss this. She has no choice.
She wants to stay in the ball game. She's got to make it. Nope. Got to miss it. You're correct.
That was close. That was close.
Yeah, she almost made it. The last thing you want to do is have somebody waiting to come in for you. And whoa! What? Wow! What a block by Tara McDonald! Wow! I mean, talk about a volleyball spike against a wall. And so it comes out of bounds. So he brings in, passing up the 3-point shot. Now he takes 3-point shot taken by the Tigers. Rebound comes down and a putback up and in. And this one's going to go to Ariana Gutierrez. Or let me see. No, you correct that. Kiana Mua Eli picks up, gets the rebound and the basket. Caitlin Velarde over in the corner. Sophia Trujillo passes up the 3. Gets it to Gigi. 15-footer by Gigi. That is off. Rebound comes down to Jade Morris. Morris coming up the floor against the press. Pushes Sophia Trujillo away from her. And so nice move to the basket and dishing it off at the last second was Valerie Morris as she got it over to Kiana Mua Eli. And Eli lays it in for her 4th point. That makes it a 10-4 ball game. We have 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Carly Holland with it. She'll find somebody to get it to. Gets it to Gigi. Gigi's going to dribble in and just pull up and a little short, like about an 8-foot jumper from Gigi. That gives Gigi 6 points in the ball game. Makes it a 12-4 ball game. Full court press by Los Alamos. They can bring it up, and now the shot is taken from just to the right of the key from about 10 feet out. Kiana Mua Eli, and this one is off. Rebound comes down to the Hilltoppers, and they're going to get it to Gigi once again. Gigi pulls up in the free throw circle over to Carly Holland in the corner. Back to Carly in the corner, and then to Gigi trying to cut to the basket, and she gets leveled by Tatiana Flores. Well, no, they're not going to. I don't think they're going to get that one to Tatiana.
Let's see. They're actually going to give that to Eli.
Yeah.
And they've got her for 2 fouls. I don't
have her for 2.
Kiana. No, they've got her for 2 fouls. So she's got 2 fouls now. That's simple.
Well, I did not have her for 2, but I guess I do now, I guess. Now we're going to have another foul called against the Tigers, and this one is...
And that's going to go to Eli as well.
Oh,
and that's going to be her 3rd.
Wow.
So,
yeah, that's too bad, too, because the Eli's, of course, up there, she has a brother, Damon Eli, who's an outstanding boys basketball player.
Yes,
Shot taken off by Los Alamos. And the rebound is going to come down in a hurry. Pass up the floor is going to be deflected right as they're trying to make the pass up the floor. But Gigi Romero right there to deflect it off of Altiana Concha. And so Altiana right there in the wrong place, the wrong time. Carly Holland wants a 3, puts it up top of the key. Rebound comes right back to her. She bounces over to Kaiten Velarde. Back to Carly on top to Gigi Romero. They'll go down in the corner. And Catherine Trujillo's going to a little turnaround jumper. Nice looking shot. Rebounded Michelle Macias. Tries to save it back in, but she can't. We have 34 seconds to go. First quarter, 12-4 ball game. So full court first by Los Alamos once again. Tatiana Flores, they're still in the backcourt. Now they finally do get it across the backcourt.
Oh.
And they get it across the backcourt. It started to go out of bounds right just across the timeline. So they save it back in, but they end up saving it back into the backcourt. So it's a backcourt violation called against the Tigers. And Carly Holland will bring it up for Los Alamos with 12 seconds to go. Out to Michelle Macias. Macias over to Carly. 3-point shot by Carly. That's good. Carly Holland with the 3-point shot. And so that's her first 3 points of the ball game. That makes it 15-4 as this first quarter comes to a close. Hilltoppers leading 15-4 over the Taos Tigers.
And pretty impressive first quarter for Los Alamos. Again, using that full court pressure to its full potential there, and force close to 10 turnovers in that first quarter, and Los Alamos able to cash in on a lot of those on the other end. Gigi Romero 6 points in that first quarter. Tara McDonald with 4 points, and Carly Holland with a late 3-pointer. 15-4. Just a couple of buckets for Taos, both by Kiana Mua Eli. Those were actually back-to-back possessions. Other than that, it's been a struggle for Taos even to get any shots off on that end of the court. Looking kind of at their half-court defense, Gene, Taos actually hasn't been that bad. They're playing fairly well in the half-court defense. Where the problem is they're turning the ball over near the timeline, and Los Alamos is just taking those easy opportunities back on the other end, and that is really what's hurt Taos so far. But defense hasn't been that bad.
No, it really hasn't. So 7 field goals for Los Alamos, 1 3-pointer by Carly Holland, and 2 field goals for the Tigers, and 2 free throw shot in the ball game by Tara McDonald. Missed them both. Ball is almost stolen away by Gigi Romero, but one back, and a nice move to the basket, boy, and a great dish off, boy. That was as Valerie Morris made a great move into the lane, and then just a little half hook pass, and she brought it over, and so and let's see, I can't see who's at the line. I can't. Was it 40? Oh wait. Oh, Shaylee.
Yeah, Shaylee Mirabal.
Yeah, can't see that.
Trying to complete the 3-point play. That is off.
Can't see that ponytail ponytail completely covering that up.
But that was a nice pass. That was a nice interior pass there by Taos.
Really was. Very nice. Carly Holland picks up her dribble, brings it over to Catherine Trujillo in the corner. Catherine can't hang on, loses it out of bounds. Makes it 15-6. Full court press by Los Alamos. We're just underway here in quarter number 2. Still in the backcourt. Finally, they bring it across the timeline. Valerie Morris picks up her dribble, tries to bounce it underneath. Can't. Now she's coming down the baseline, dishes it off once again, trying to get it to Shaylee Mirabal again. Hilltopper deflected away. They get the ball up to Gigi Romero, and Gigi slays it in for her 8th point. That makes it 17-6. And making a boy, nice move. Wow. Boy, nice move down the lane, and then putting it up with the left hand that time. And that was Juliana Flores. And Flores, well, that was a pretty move to the basket. So the shot taken by Los Alamos is off. Michelle Macias gets the rebound, gets it out on top, trying to get it into Shaylee Mirabal. Ball is knocked away, comes to Carly Holland. Hilltoppers with a 2-on-1. Carly, whoa, oh, I don't know what Carly was doing. She had a 2-on-1. All she had to do was flip it over to Caitlin Velarde, who was wide open. Carly decided to just keep it herself. And boy, I mean, she crashed into the Taos defender. I mean, big time. I have no idea what Carly had in mind.
Yeah, well, so she will pick up the charging foul there, and Toppers with several changes. 22-8, 5:45 remaining in the second quarter here. A couple changes for Taos as well. We'll set the lineup for you here in a minute. Michelle Macias, a nice block. Toppers coming back the other way. That is Sophia Trujillo. And she'll pull up and get it to Velarde over on the right side.
Abby Martinez with a skip pass across to Sophie Trujillo. And Tara McDonald has checked back into the ball game. We should have had a double dribble called against Caitlin Velarde, but they don't. Pass underneath them. Michelle Macias right back. So a beautiful pass, entry pass from Tara McDonald and Michelle Macias. And then as soon as Tara made the pass, she broke to the basket, and Michelle just dumped it right back to her. And Tara now with 6 points in the ball game, makes it 24-8. On the dribble, and the ball just gets away from Tatiana Flores. Hilltoppers bringing it up to the floor. Tara McDonald gets the rebound on the missed shot. And we're going to have a reach-in foul, and this one, well, they're going to give Tara a shooting foul.
Oh boy!
Are you kidding me?
No, she wasn't even thinking about shooting at that point.
All she was trying to do was hang on to the ball.
But she will go to the line in the game for Los Alamos right now. By the way, is Sophia Trujillo, Abby Martinez, Caitlin Velarde, Michelle Macias, and Tara at the foul line. She misses the first. And she's there for the second. That was absolutely 100% not a shooting foul.
No, not at all. Kara cans the first one. She's now 1 for 4 from the free throw line, has 7 points. 25-8. The ball comes up the floor, and the Tigers now they break the press. They're going to take it all the way in, lay it up. Shot partially blocked by Michelle Macias. Macias grabs the loose ball, gets it to Abby Martinez. Abby playing with 2 personal fouls. The Hilltoppers have 14 fouls altogether. Comes to Michelle Macias. Macias underneath, wide open is Tara McDonald.
Wow. And boy, if there's one, I mean, we can point to several Toppers playing very good ball right now, but if there's one that has really elevated her game, as we have a bucket from, I think that was another mystery player. Unbelievable. But if there's one Topper that's really elevated her game the last 3 weeks, that has been Tara. Tara has just been absolutely. I mean, we're seeing her as offensively aggressive, I think, as we have seen in her entire basketball career, and she is really making a statement for herself, using her size very, very well. And we already know from soccer she is just a phenomenal athlete, and we've been seeing that down the stretch from her. So she's doing a real good job.
So we have some more mass substitutions here. And so in the ballgame right now, we have Sophia Trujillo, Abby Martinez, Carly Holland, Gigi Romero, and Tara McDonald. So we're back to the starting lineup, Mike.
Got to protect that lead.
Yes, we do. 27-10, 3.5 minutes to go. Pass comes out on top, and then Tara McDonald picks the pocket, and up the floor it comes to Carly Holland, and Holland lays it in with the left hand. So that gives Carly 5 points in the ball game and makes it 29-10. Pass comes up down the right side to Atiano Concha. Concha starts to go up. Shot is blocked by Tara McDonald, and she goes down very hard along with Valerie Morris. Nothing called. And so both girls now come running down the floor. Comes over now to Abby Martinez, over to Tara. Tara dishes it underneath to Abby. Abby, left-handed shot up and in. So she was on the right side of the lane, spun back around to her left, laid it in with that left hand. She now has 4 points, and it makes it 31-10. Pass underneath, and going to the hole from the right side and putting it up
is the mystery player. Vanessa Guerrera is her name.
Vanessa
Guerrera, yes.
Guerrera, okay. Guerrera.
So, that is her 4th point. Actually, that was a nice move there by Vanessa. But she will go to the foul line. That foul on McDonald then will be her first. Just the 5th team foul for Los Alamos. And puts in the and 1. So Guerrero now with 5 points. She is the leading scorer for the Tigers.
Yes, she is. It's 31-13. The pass underneath to Tara McDonald. Tara taking it to the hole. So she had 4 points in the first quarter, and right now she has 7 points in this quarter. So 11 points. Passes overthrown, picked off by Abby Martinez. Martinez goes up, blows an easy layup. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. But she just got too far underneath, and she actually hit the bottom of the rim with the ball. So that makes it now at 33-13. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Hilltoppers, so the Tigers will inbound it, and they bring it inside now to Altiana Concha. Concha is going to hand it over right now to Jade Morris. Morris, I don't know, everybody's kind of stuck in the lane. They're not calling any 3 seconds or anything. I mean, right now, Juliana Flores has been in the lane for at least 15 seconds. Anyway.
Yeah, she hasn't even thought about moving out. Doesn't even occur to her.
No. 33-13 right now. And so they coming down the baseline on the left side. We're going to have a reach-in foul go to Gigi Romero. That'll be Gigi's first personal, I do believe. Yes, and that is going to be the 6th team foul. So it'll be inbounded by the Tigers under their own basket, baseline left. And so having a lot of trouble getting it in. They finally do get it in. They were trying to bounce it over into the corner over to Ariana Gutierrez, and knocked out of bounds by Gigi Romero. So it'll be inbounded once again by the Tigers as they're going to throw it down the sideline. And this one is going to be, I thought it might have been tipped by the Hilltoppers, but it just went straight down the sideline and out of bounds. So Caitlin Velarde will check in, replacing Abby Martinez right now. And they'll bring the ball into Sophia Trujillo with 65 seconds to go here in his first half. Pass comes down to Tara McDonald, out on top of Gigi Romero. 3-point shot by Gigi. This is going to bounce off. Rebound comes down to Tatiana Flores. Flores bringing the ball up the floor against the press. They're still in the backcourt. They finally bring it across to Tatiana. Tatiana pulls up off the backboard with a nice little 10-foot jump shot from Tatiana Flores. That's her first 2 points of the ball game, but it makes it 33-15. Pass comes to Carly Holland. 30 seconds to go. Caitlin Velarde is going to be tied up by a held ball, and that that will go to the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers took the tap, and then the Tigers threw it in to start the second quarter. So anyway, we have a timeout. Let's see by a 30-second timeout by Ray Romero with 26 seconds to go. Okay, I understand that perfectly. But anyway,
it makes perfect sense. You're only up by 18, and things could tighten up here really quick in the last 26 seconds. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You can't take those last 23 seconds for granted. Not at all. So
no, you cannot. But in any event, Toppers going to close out a very impressive first half here against the Tigers. Give the Tigers credit. They have not shied away on the offensive end. Have made a couple of tough shots here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they really have. Pass is going to be intercepted by the Tigers, but we're going to have a personal foul. That's going to go to Carly Holland. So Carly, the ball is about to be intercepted, so Carly tried to get in there and get it herself, but she picks up the personal. That's the 7th team foul on Los Alamos. So we will walk to the other end of the court, and walking up to the other end of the court and going to the free throw line will be Ariana Gutierrez.
I would really like to see Carly actually check out here just in case something silly happens in the last 25 seconds. She already has 2 fouls. Abby Martinez already with 2 fouls.
So the 1-on-1 is off. Tara McDonald comes down with the rebound. And Sophia Trujillo gets a screen from Gigi Romero over to Carly Holland in the corner. Back to Sophia in the corner on the other side to Caitlin Velarde. 5 seconds to go. Sophia Trujillo puts up a little push shot from about 12 feet out right in the middle of the lane. And Sophia picks up the basket, her first 2 points of the ball game. And that will bring this first half to an end as the Hilltoppers lead by 20, 35-15 over the Taos Tigers. So 20 points for Los Alamos in that second quarter and 11 for the Tigers. So, Mike, the Hilltoppers have actually held their own a little better, and now it's 15-4 at the end of the first quarter. And then they did pick up the pace a little, picked up 11 points in that second quarter. But the Hilltopper juggernaut right now is pretty hard to stop for these Tiger girls, as Los Alamos playing very well at this point. And the Hilltoppers have a lot of weapons, and they've been developing those weapons game after game. So that'll be it. So 35-15 after one half of play. And let's see, I think tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon, I think the Topper boys go to Taos, unless I'm mistaken. We're not going to be able to do that ball game. But then next on Monday, have an interesting ball game here at Griffith Gymnasium as the Hilltopper girls are going to take on let's see, it's
the mighty Rio Rancho Rams.
Yeah, I kept wanting to say Rio Grande. I knew that wasn't right.
Yep. So Los Alamos taking on Rio Rancho Monday night, and that's right ahead of the big contest for the girls against Milwaukee Valley. Not a little funny scheduling there. I don't know. I think I'd give them a couple of days off ahead of Milwaukee Valley.
Well, the thing was that game against Rio Rancho was scheduled a couple of weeks ago, and it got snowed out. That's when we had our big snowstorm here, and about 6 inches. Anyway, the game got canceled and postponed, and so postponed until Monday. So it'll be played on Monday here at Griffith Gymnasium, and they'll take on the Lady Rams of Rio Rancho High School. And then on Tuesday night, I think Tuesday night it's the Hilltopper boys play Pewaukee here at Griffith Gymnasium, and the girls go down to Pewaukee on Thursday. So they do get a couple of days off, as it turns out. So anyway, do you have some scoring for us?
As a matter of fact, I do. So big first half there for Los Alamos as they are up by 20 points over the visiting Taos Tigers. Gigi Romero, the leading scorer for Los Alamos in that first half. She ended up with 13 points, 7 points in that second quarter, and then 6 points. A lot of those coming off of turnovers in the first quarter. So she has 13 points. She is the leading scorer in the ball game right now. Right behind her, Tara McDonald. Wow, what a first half she had. Offense and defense, couple of blocks, several steals, and a couple of nice buckets. On top of that, she ended up with 11 points in that first half. 5 points for Carly Holland. She had 3 in the first quarter. 4 points for Abby Martinez. Martinez, actually, her time limited in this first half. Did get in a little bit of early foul trouble, but she did end up with a couple of buckets and then a late bucket by Sofia Trujillo. For the Taos Tigers, Vanessa Guerrera, she had 5 points, including a old-fashioned 3-point play in that second quarter. She is the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers. And Kiana Moa Eli had a couple of buckets in that first quarter. She had 4 points, but she also ran into foul trouble. Picked up 2 very, very quick fouls, and she also picked up a mystery foul. So she has 3 fouls. She had to spend most of that first half on the bench. So 5 points for Guerrero, 4 for Eli, and a couple of buckets scattered about for Taos. So, Gene, the Toppers, like we said, 11 wins, 6 losses. They have won 10 of their last 12 ball games and have looked very, very good in recent weeks in doing so. Started off the season, the Toppers did 0-4 and just offensively very, very sluggish. Flipped that switch, and I have just been on a roll really since about the first 2.5 weeks of the season. So 11-6 for Los Alamos. More importantly, right now, of course, they are 2-0 in district. They are a half game ahead of the Moriarty Fighting Pintos. The Pintos, by the way, are 11-8 overall. So should the Toppers hang on in this ball game, they will move up to 3-0, and they will have an excellent opportunity to keep on going and very realistic shot at winning the district regular season title. So after Moriarty, Pewaukee Valley is 1-1. They are 8-12 overall. 1-2 in district is Espanola Valley, and the Tigers pulling up the rear. So as we said earlier, the Toppers, the number 7 rated Class 4A team in girls basketball right now, and you could probably guess the top 4 in Class 4A. It's not. It is really not going too far out on a limb. Kirtland Central, I believe, has lost just 1 game so far. They're number 1. Just a little to the south of them, the Gallup Bengals, number 2, very, very good program. Hope Christian, number 3, and then our old buddies, the St. Pius Lady Sartans, in that number 4 spot. Boy, we just, such always such a good time when we take on St. Pius.
Yeah, we're going to be saying St. Pius in a couple of weeks there.
That's right.
Are. So anyway, so it's interesting. And so in that first half, the Tigers came up with 7 field goals and no 3-pointers, and they were 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and they were guilty of 4 team fouls. And so for the Hilltoppers, they had 16 field goals in that first half. 2 of those were 3-pointers, one of those by Carly Holland, and the other by Gigi Romero. And then the only free throw shot in this ball game so far. Well, actually, not right for Los Alamos, and that is Tara McDonald, and she's 1 for 4 from the free throw line. So for her 11 points, and 17 fouls were called on Los Alamos. 15-4 at the end of the first quarter, and 35-15 right now at the end of the half. And so
Topper Girls coming out of the locker room right now, and they're kind of doing it piecemeal.
Yeah, one at a time.
Yeah, first one out of the locker room was Catherine Trujillo. She picked up a ball, started shooting around. Then Sophia Trujillo followed her about 30 seconds later, and they're just kind of trickling out. I don't know if they're each getting individual tongue lashings or what they're doing.
or whether he's just telling them, well, whenever you're ready.
We're fine.
We're fine. Whenever you're ready.
Keep doing what you're doing, get a drink, go, wipe your face with a towel, whatever, and then just head back out. We're in good shape. Yes. And Toppers are in very good shape. Up by 20 here with about 2.5 minutes left in the break here at the half. And boy, Gene, I tell you what, I still have not completely gotten over that ball game last night. What a fantastic game. Unfortunately, just did not go the Hilltoppers' way. Just a wild ball game, crazy finish. Everything you wanted. Just Toppers had a chance right at the end and just could not keep the Sun Devils off of that 3-point line, and you knew it was going to come down to 3-pointer with a 2-point spread there at the end of the game.
Oh yeah, and it was like the Hill, and in actuality, the Hilltopper boys fell about a half a second short because that shot got launched right at the buzzer. Another half second, and that would have been it. But in fact, the first 3-pointer, the first shooter for the Tigers when they brought it down, and that was Marcus Martinez. So he was the one that they wanted to shoot, and then they were on as he caught the foul. He had somebody on him, so he flipped it over to what was his name,
Jaden Martinez.
Yeah, Jaden Martinez, and Jaden. He caught that ball and he shot it, and just when it left his hand, that buzzer went off, and so we all watched it, and it looked perfect from here. We had a perfect angle at it, and it looked perfect, and it was perfect, and they won the ball game. And of course, Jaden was immediately mobbed by his teammates, of course, and and the thing that's interesting now, that was only the 5th win for the Sun Devils, and they're only won 5 games. They're 5-16, I think, is their record, and 3 of the 5 that they've won are all been district contests. So right now they're on top in the district.
Yeah,
the worst record.
Yeah, they could. They have a fair chance to run the table.
Yeah, they really do. So we'll start things off here as the Taos Lady Tigers will inbound it. And going to get it inside to Juliana Flores. She puts it up. Shot is off. Rebound is going to come down to Tatiana Flores. Tatiana's going to go to the free throw line. And that personal foul is going to go to Carly Holland. That's going to be her 3rd. And that's what Mike was talking about at the end of the half. Keep Carly out of foul trouble for a while, but of course, fortunately, the Hilltoppers were up by 20. So, but Carly is a key player for Los Alamos, definitely. So Tatiana Flores at the line misses the first, and so she'll shoot one more, and this one is also off. Rebound is going to come down to
goes to Holland, and then Flores also going for the rebound. They crashed into each other. Carly ends up on the floor, and
well, Tatiana tried to look very innocent, but as it turns out, there really wasn't a foul. There wasn't enough. I didn't think there was enough contact to worry about. So the skip pass comes across underneath to Tara McDonald. She was in the lane for about 6 seconds, but they're not worrying about that in this ball game. Coming down the sideline, Carly Holland puts the shot up, and they have a 2-on-1 break by the Tigers, and they're going to convert it. They're going to call Abby Martinez for the foul.
Boy, oh boy, we're getting really physical down here right now.
We are.
And Holland picks up the foul. That is going to be.
Oh, they gave it to. No, it wasn't Carly.
No, that could have been Carly. Anyway, Jade Mata is going to go.
Well, they gave it to Abby. Carly got the last one.
Yeah, I think it's correct. So, yeah, that is her third. So, Mata with a 3-point chance here. That is off. That goes out of bounds to. So they go after off Los Alamos?
Yeah, Jade Morris with the basket misses the free throw. And the rebound comes off the Hilltoppers. Shot taken once again by the Tigers. They get their own rebound as Ariana Gutierrez gets the rebound, puts it back up. Another fight for the rebound. And let's see, I think we're going to have the Hilltoppers calling. We're going over the back, and that's going to be Sophia Trujillo.
Wow.
And that's not an easy thing to do for Sophia, who's hitting 5'4".
No, Sophia needs like one of those little stair stepper things.
Ariana Gutierrez back to the free throw line. She was there in the first quarter and missed the front end of a 1-and-1. So right now she goes to the line and puts in the first, and she'll shoot one more, and this one also good.
A little bit of a sloppy start here for Los Alamos in the second half.
Yes, it really is. So, yeah, the Hilltoppers no points on the board in the first minute. Pass comes to Sophie Trujillo, up to Gigi Romero. Romero back to Sophia. Sophia trying to go down the lane, and a good call this time by Angelo, as Sophia Trujillo used her forearm to push off. And Angelo standing there looking right at it, and he calls the foul, and that was a good call.
Yep, that was the correct call.
So that's the second. That's the second team foul. That's the second foul on Sophia. That's the fourth team foul of this half, Mike. And we've only got a minute and a half gone.
Wow.
Underneath it comes to Carly Holland.
Nice evening for her, and one is good.
So 16 points now for Gigi. Full court press by Los Alamos once again. And the Tigers break it. They actually ended up with a 3-on-1 fast break, but they didn't take advantage of it. You had two girls open, and the girl with the ball decided to just keep it and go to the basket. Cutting to the basket this time right now is Sophia Trujillo. And a great pass that time coming from Gigi Romero. And Sophia Trujillo lays it in for two. Makes it 40-19. And we're going to have another personal foul. This one's going to go to Tara McDonald, it appears. So Tara going to pick up her second. That's the 15th foul. And at the free throw line, Valerie Morris, the senior. She was a starter last year for Eric Morris. So she'll go to the line. She's going to shoot two. So Valerie Morris pops in the first. And she'll have one more, makes it 40-20. The Hilltoppers are up by 20 at the half, so each team they played it even here in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Second one is good. 40-21. Hilltoppers up. Comes right now to Carly Holland. Inside it goes to Tara McDonald. Tara, she's going to make a move to the basket. Goes little turnaround jumper, and that bounces around, and that drops in. So Tara picks up her 13th point of the ball game. And Tara right now is in danger of becoming the leading scorer in this ball game.
Wow.
Let's see. Gigi has 16.
13 for Tara. And wow, Tara just, like I said, she's really stepped up her game the last couple of weeks. Boy, if she keeps going like this, Toppers are going to be tough to beat down the stretch.
They really are. Skip pass is picked off by the Tigers, coming down the floor and laying it in this time, and getting away with it. Carly Holland with a block at point, and that was a good block, but she could have been called for the foul. You never know. But anyway, the ball finally goes out of bounds off of the Hilltoppers. They're going to bring it out on top to Tatiana Flores, almost stolen away by Carly Holland. They get it to Valerie Morris. 3-point shot off the glass and in. So Valerie Morris cans a 3-pointer. She now has 5 points in the ball game, all in this quarter. But she just took that one right off the glass and in. Here we go. That personal foul, by the way, went once again to Abby Martinez. That's her 4th. And Altiana Concha misses the first, so she'll shoot one more. Makes it 42-24, 18-point lead for Los Alamos at this point. Second one is also off. Rebounds come down to Michelle Macias. She outlets it up to Sophia Trujillo. Trujillo coming down the floor in a hurry over in the corner to Carly Holland. Back out on top to Gigi. Romero is going to put the ball on the floor, gets it over to, and they tried to get it inside to Michelle Macias. They overthrow Michelle. Sophia Trujillo gets away with a walk. No, she doesn't. 4:06 to go, Mike, here in the third quarter, 42-24. As the Sun Devils have come up with 9 points, and the Hilltoppers have come up with 7.
No, Taos just will not go away here. Actually playing pretty decent ball here in this third quarter.
Yeah, they come down, put it up, get their own rebound. And so they're doing a good job of hitting the boards as that shot was put up. And then Ariana Gutierrez got the rebound. Her putback was off. And then the ball goes out of bounds off of the Tigers. Under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Comes to Carly Holland. She's going to take it all the way in. Puts it up too short off the backboard. Long baseball pass down the floor by the Tigers. And Michelle Macias runs it down. And then the official rules that she took an extra step after she ran down that baseball pass.
Didn't see that one.
I didn't either. So they're going to bring it inside now to Ariana Gutierrez. Gutierrez gets it to Tatiana Flores. Flores picks up her dribble back to Tatiana inside. And that one was actually overthrown. I think that might have hit Tara McDonald in the forehead. And so we're going to have Sophia Trujillo pick up her third personal. And right now the Hilltoppers are being out-scrapped on the defensive boards as the offensive boards have been going to the Tigers. And at the free throw line is Tatiana Gutierrez. She was just there, made them both, misses this one. And so she'll shoot one more. And this is good. So she had one free throw in the second quarter, and so right now she's 3 for 5 from the free throw line. Full court press by the Tigers. Carly Holland brings it across over to Sophia Trujillo. So the Hilltoppers are really spread out at this point. Wide open underneath with Michelle Macias. They just didn't see her pass. And Gigi Romero coming across the into the free throw circle. She was going to make a pass over to Sophia Trujillo, which she got whacked on the arm. So it's a common foul, and that personal foul, I do believe, is going to go to Ariana Gutierrez. That'll be her first. That's only the second team foul. Now they bring it inside to Michelle Macias. Michelle with a little turnaround jumper, rolls around the rim and comes off. 2:50 to go here in the third quarter. And Tatiana Flores, three-point shot. That's good. Tatiana Flores. And that picks up her fifth point of the ball game. And it's a 42-28 ball game. So the Hilltoppers, who were up by 20, now find themselves only up by 14. As Mike said, the Lady Tigers refuse to go away, and they're hanging in there and hanging in there tough. So it was 35-15 at the half, but right now it's 42-28 as the Lady Tigers, Mike, have outscored Los Alamos 13-7. So they've doubled the score on the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, no, Taos is absolutely 100% winning in this third quarter for Taos. Tatiana Flores had one earlier, and actually she had the recent one. And Valerie was the one with just the textbook off the top of the window and in exactly the way you want to shoot that ball.
That's how you draw it up. So anyway, the Hilltoppers will inbound against the press. Bring it into the backcourt to Sophia Trujillo. She'll bring it up to Gigi Romero. Romero says Carly Holland on the right wing. Skip pass across. Now back into the corner to Sophia Trujillo. Tries to go down the baseline. Good defense by the Tigers. To Carly Holland. She gets it back to Sophia. Sophia puts the shot up. Rebound right there is Tara McDonald. So Tara McDonald with her 15th point and makes it a 44-26 ball game. And then taking it all the way in. And let's see, I think they were she put it up a little high off the glass.
Yeah, that actually hit the support wire up there. And I think she was going for the teardrop shot there and just crying a little too hard, unfortunately. That support wire, and I got hit a couple of times last night too. That's pretty far up there. That's a pretty good trick to hit it.
Yeah, it really is. Ball comes out to Tara McDonald. McDonald has her shot blocked. So Tara's going to go to the free throw line. And right now, Gigi Romero with 16 points, Tara McDonald with 15 points, and Tara's going to go to the free throw line, and she's going to shoot two.
And so, Tara can take the lead here in for the race for High Point, lady. But if Tara's got a chink in her armor, unfortunately, this is it. This is her free throw, and she and Angela are having a little bit of a laugh on that last one. That just barely scratched the paint on the front of the rim.
Yeah, it really did. So she puts that in, and so now she now has 16 points in the ball game. So she's all tied with Gigi. Pass underneath, picked off by Michelle Macias. Great defense by Michelle to pick off that pass. Quickly up the floor comes Carly Holland. She'll pull up. Minute 20 to go. Comes now to Gigi. Gigi wants to get the scoring lead back again, and that's exactly what she does. Is she picks up her 18th point. 47-28, and Tatiana Flores is going to go right down Broadway. And Hilltoppers with the rebound. Hilltoppers have a 2-on-2. Gigi, great move by Gigi, as she just made a little juke move, and she went right around Jade Morris and just laid it in. Nice move by Gigi. And the Tigers down on the other end in a hurry, put the shot up. Tara McDonald with the rebound.
Just like that, Toppers have expanded their lead slightly.
Yeah, they really have. Pass underneath goes to Michelle Macia. She can't hang on, tries to save it from going out of bounds. And so Catherine Trujillo now will check in for Los Alamos, and she'll replace Tara McDonald. So in the ball game right now, we have Carly Holland, Gigi Romero, Sophia Trujillo, Michelle Macias, and Catherine Trujillo. 49-28, so the Hilltoppers now have regained that 20-point lead. And so a couple of traveling violations by the Tigers. Referee, they could have picked either one of those. So they get it to Sophia with 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sophia across the timeline. Going to hand it over to Gigi Romero. Gigi back to Sophia. Sophia has a lot of trouble with getting the handle. Finally does get the handle. Now on the dribble, still on the dribble.
Boy, there's a lot of pushing and shoving.
Boy, is there ever. And finally, Gigi, she started over on the right side of the court, dribbled between her legs, came to the top of the key, reversed, then came around to the left wing, down to the baseline, came down the baseline, finally put the shot up, and then she ended up getting fouled by Tatiana Flores. That's only Tatiana's first personal. And Sophia at the free throw line has 4 points in the ball game, and she misses the first of 2 free throws. She'll shoot one more. So this one is good. 5 points now for Sophia. And so that brings the quarter to an end, Mike. 50-28. So the Hilltoppers who were up by 20 at half are now up by 22. So, but the Tigers had cut it to 14 at one point, and then the Hilltoppers then just kind of got it back in gear again. But a good quarter that time for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, it really was. Like you said, sliced in that lead a little bit, trying to get back into the ball game, but then a couple of big buckets there by Gigi Romero ended up with 7 points in that quarter. And Toppers in a very, very good shape, up by 22, heading into the fourth quarter. Toppers, if they can hang on, they will go to 3-0 in district with a big game against their really district arch rival, the Milwaukee Valley Elkettes. That's coming up next week, and boy, oh boy, that's always a battle. And that's down there, correct? That is.
Yeah, it's in Milwaukee. Yeah,
it is in Milwaukee. It is in the Pit North, and boy, again, if you have never been to Ben Lujan Gymnasium, that is one of the best high school venues in New Mexico. You really need to check that out. It is quite the gymnasium down there. We really enjoy going to it. We enjoy it a lot better when they feed us, but that's been a couple of years since that's happened. Yeah. We're not us, but Los Alamos High School, kind of in the doghouse with the administration there after some unflattering words about the Ben Lujan tournament, which is a great tournament, by the way. I don't understand why we kind of say some not real nice things about it.
Wasn't us.
It was not us. No, Gene and I did not say it.
So steal by Michelle Macias up to Abby Martinez, back to Michelle, and Michelle lays it in. So perfect running of a 2-on-1 fast break, and Michelle picks up her first 2 points of the ball game. Only 5 plays. Well, that's right now. Tatiana Flores taking it to the hole, and she puts up a little hook shot That gives her now 7 points in the ball game. She'll go to the line. She has an opportunity to complete the three-point play as that personal foul went to Michelle Macias. That's going to be Michelle's second personal, and that is the 8th team foul in Los Alamos this half.
That is a lot of fouls.
Yes, it is.
for 40 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Yes.
And Tatiana's free throw is good, 52-31, 7:20 remaining in this ball game, and dangerous pass there.
And it's interesting when Michelle made that basket. It's the taking the hole was Abby Martinez, but when Michelle made that basket, up to that time, only 5 girls had scored for Los Alamos. Michelle makes it to 6, but they get it down on the baseline to Ariana Gutierrez. Gutierrez makes a nice move down the baseline and lays it over the side of the rim for 2. Makes it 52-33. And so once again, Ray Romero wants a 30-second timeout. So he has 3 fulls left. And Eric Morris of Taos has 2 fulls and a 30. But right now it's a 19-point ball game, 52-33. The Hilltoppers up on the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, and interestingly for the Toppers, the last several games they've gone very light with their bench. We have several starters in, but they're actually most of he's played everybody, I think, at this point, except for Olivia Martinez on the bench. Everybody else has gotten in and not gone very deep on the bench, which is a little interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. Mackenzie Chavez has not gotten in the ball game either. But a little surprised, though. The Toppers might want to sit some of their starters. They're in good shape and just –
whoa.
Wow.
There you go, Mike.
And Gigi Romero, again, textbook three-pointer, just 8 feet off the glass and in. And Gutierrez on the other end for the Tigers. So he's had a pretty good second half for Gutierrez.
Yes, he has. So the ball is going to be stolen away. And this one's stolen away by Ariana Gutierrez. And she loses the handle momentarily. We're going to have a held ball right now as Gigi Romero tying it up with Ariana. It'll be the alternating possession will go to the Tigers. 55-35. We have 6:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Hilltoppers up by 20. They were up by 20 at half. And up by 22 at the end of the third quarter. Tigers almost throw it away, but chasing down the loose ball was Atiana Concha underneath. They get it, a scoop shot. I don't know about that one. I mean, Ariana Gutierrez she was all the way literally under the basket, tried a scoop shot, and Gigi Romero just simply had her arms up there.
Yeah, I mean, the shot, she's going. I mean, she was when the ball was down at her knees when she tried that scoop shot, and ran. She ran into Gigi. And Gigi did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That should have been a no call. But
no, absolutely. So Ariana misses the first. And taking a long time and drops the second one in. So she didn't score in the first half, Mike, but she's got 8 points now in this half. 55-36. Full court press by the Lady Tigers. And Carly Holland will bring it up to Sophia Trujillo, up to Gigi Romero. Gigi goes in, just rolls around and comes off. That should have dropped, but it didn't. And so Sophia Trujillo knocks the ball away from behind. It is chased down, picked up there by Jade Morris. And we're going to have a
foul near the top of the key, and Abby Martinez runs straight to the bench.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
she knew right away that was on her, and she is done for the evening. So Abby, with her 5th foul, ends up with 4 points in this ball game. But but in foul trouble all night was Abby. Really didn't get a whole lot of chance to get in the groove of this game.
Yeah, she had 2 quickies. And so Adriana Concha is at the free throw line as she's been there twice and missed them both. And she shooting 2. That was a 10th team foul almost, by the way. Tatiana misses the first of 2. She's 0 for 3 from the line right now. 5:26 remaining here in the ball game. And this one is also off. Rebound is going to come down to Tara McDonald. Well, that's interesting. Tara McDonald goes to the floor. And she had the ball. She and Atiana Conchas both had the ball. They both go to the floor, and they call traveling on Tara. So the ball's on the floor again, and we're going to have a held ball, and this one should go to Los Alamos. So that was an interesting call. 2 girls go to the floor, each of them holding the ball, but one girl gets called for traveling. So Hilltopper is working against the press. They bring it up to Gigi Romero, 3-point shot. This is off. Rebound will come down. And that ball was knocked away by Carly Holland, and it actually went off the knee of Kiana Mia Eli, but the official gives it back to the Tigers. 5:09 to go here in these in the 4th quarter. 19-point lead for Los Alamos, 55-36. So ever since that first quarter, Mike, they played pretty even. Shot up and a foul against Los Alamos. And let's see who's going to get it. And it's going to be Olivia Martinez, who just checked into the ball game. That's her first. That's the 11th team foul. Shooting 2 at the free throw line, Juliana Flores. She has 2 points in the ball game, and that gives her 3 as she puts in the first and the second. It makes it 55-38. Full court press by the Tigers. Hilltoppers bringing it up the floor. Get pass across is almost picked off by the Tiger. Comes to beautiful pass.
Oh,
wow.
man.
Whoa. As Gigi Lopez coming down the right side of the lane. They had a 2-on-1 break. And Gigi with a left-handed behind-the-back pass right to Tara McDonald.
Wow, that was nifty. What a play there by Gigi. That was pretty slick.
Yeah, it certainly was. As Ariana Gutierrez gets a rebound and puts it back in, but boy, they had a 30-second timeout is being taken now by the Tigers. But yeah, they came down. They had a 2-on-1, and so they made the play over toward Gigi, and Gigi coming down. She just had behind the back pass right over to Tara, and all Tara had to do was lay it in. So nice play that time. Tara with 18 points in the ball game. Right now, Gigi has 23, and they've got the bulk of the scoring.
Wow,
they certainly do, because it's let's see, they've got 36 of the points, and then so anyway, it's 4:22 to go here, and no press being put on. So now they come up with a 3/4 court zone press, and the Hilltoppers get called for the backcourt, and that's right. That's right.
Yeah, Sophia.
And Carly Holland's questioning it. No, you're wrong, Holland. You're wrong, Carly.
Yeah, the pass went to Sophia Trujillo, but Sophia had not established herself in the in the front court yet. So yeah, that is the correct call.
Well, she caught it in the air as she jumped over the timeline. You can't do that. Like Mike says, you got to establish yourself. Pass underneath. It's going to be picked up. Long pass down the floor. Sophia Trujillo wide open. Puts it up and in. That gives her 7 points now in the ball game. Makes it 59-40. Back to a 19-point lead for Los Alamos. And in all kinds of traffic, Carly Holland seals the ball away. Up to Gigi Romero. She lays it in. So Gigi with 25 points makes it 61-40 as we now come down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
Gene, I got to say right now, I would love to see Gigi get out of this ball game.
Yes.
There's no need for her to be in here, step on somebody's foot and have something go wrong. I would really like to see her get out right now.
Yes, and the other thing I understand, let's see, Olivia Martinez says the 5 foot. Has Olivia been in the ball game?
Yeah, she was in shortly, about maybe a minute and a half or so.
And then Mackenzie Ashave, who
I don't believe she has been in the ball game at all.
Well, she really didn't suit up for the last 2 ball games. So I don't know. She may be nursing some kind of an injury. Shot taken by the Tigers by Jade Morris is off. Misses the free throw. Now we're going to have a reach-in foul go against the Lady Tigers. That's going to be Valerie Morris. That's going to be her second. That is the 15th foul on the Tigers. Then we're getting to Tara McDonald, up to Gigi Romero. Romero up to Michelle Macias. Macias trying to go through a double team, is tripped and goes down. She's called for the travel. 3:01 to go. 20-point lead for the Hilltoppers. Tatiana Flores, 3-point shot. Whoa, high rebound. Michelle Macias. Baseball pass down to Tara. Pass over to Gigi underneath. To Carly Holland. And then Carly puts up the 3. This one is off. Tara McDonald gets the rebound, goes back up, gets her own rebound. And now I think we're going to have a foul called, and that's going to be, I do believe that one is going to, I think it's going to go to Ariana Gutierrez. Nope, they're going to say Tatiana Flores.
I thought Ariana was a little closer to the action than Tatiana was.
Yeah. So common foul. That was the only the 6th team foul on the Tigers. And so now Ray Romero wants a full timeout.
Yeah, I'm going to talk things over with 2:34 left. I'd like to see Los Alamos pull some of the starters out at this point. There's really no need for them to be in. 20-point lead, just a little over, just 2 minutes and some change left. I think we can pretty much tie this one up in the sack and just cruise the rest of the way. You're always concerned, especially with players, maybe they let up a little bit after getting a big lead, and that's really that's when a lot of injuries happen. That's always a concern for me. Don't have anybody out there that you don't need out there at this point in the ball game.
Yeah,
and of course, Toppers took that to heart and have 4 of their starters out, and only starter not in the ball game right now is Abby Martinez because she fouled out of the ball game, and that's the only one. So you're going right to taking my advice right to heart. I appreciate that.
At that at all, as my son Larry would say, "Where's the meat squad?" And I was wondering the same thing myself. So
you got to throw the meat squad a bone once in a while.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. Or you're not going to have a meat squad. Anyway, Tara McDonald going for the rebound. And I think C goes down. They're gonna call a jump ball or a held ball.
Yeah. And Tara has spent a fair amount of this game on the floor. That's probably her fourth trip to the floor this evening.
Yeah, it really has. Across the timeline they come. We're gonna have Sophia Trujillo for crashing into a screen.
Wow, that was she got her money's worth there.
Yeah, she certainly did. And that's her fourth personal. She leveled Valerie Morris, who was setting the screen. Valerie is going to go to the free throw line. She's going to shoot two. Taos is in the double bonus. She drops that one in. And so she will shoot one more, makes it 61-42. Valerie, who did not score in the first half, has a 3, 5, 6 points in this half. Make it 7. 61-43, 18-point ball game. It was 20 at the half. 20 at the half and 22 at the end of the third quarter. And right now it's 18. Comes to Michelle Macias. She has the ball knocked out of her hands in the corner. Hilltoppers will inbound it. Sophia Trujillo still in the ball game with four personal fouls. To bring it out on top to Carly Holland. Holland on the dribble, top of the key, brings it back to Sophia. Sophia now goes to the top of the key. She's still on the dribble, picks it up, gets it over to Carly, and so now looks like it almost looked like Ray Romero wanted to practice well, not the four corners, but practice a motion offense when you're ahead. So coming down the baseline and then bouncing it across. Shot to Tatiana Flores, I thought was going to take the 3-point shot. Dishes it over to Ariana Gutierrez. Ariana gets the ball back, picks up her dribble. Her pass is picked off by Gigi Romero, and Tatiana Flores is going to be called for grabbing Gigi.
Back to your thought there, Gene. Ironically, both the Topper boys and girls could use a little practice with the four corners. Yeah. There's one thing we are not good at is we are not good at running clock. especially the boys. They play, every play of theirs is like we're 20 points behind.
Oh, yes.
We could use a little four corners practice.
Well, here comes the meat squad for Eric Mara, so he cleans the Taos bench. Los Alamos still has most of their starters still in.
Mackenzie Achave has made it into the ball game, however.
And so Gigi Romero shooting two.
She has a very heavily guarded right ankle.
Yeah. And Olivia Martinez comes in. Olivia, she played, I think, most of the JV game, by the way. She comes up from the JV, but I think she played 4 quarters in the JV, I think. And so on the dribble, they bring it down low, comes over now to Ariana Gutierrez, puts up a left-handed shot. That's up, blocked by Mackenzie Achave. Achave gets the rebound, and now we're going to have a held ball with 47 seconds to go. Still 61-43. Hilltopper still up by 18. And so Tatiana, let's see, who checked in the ball game. Shaylee Maribal puts it up, gets her own rebound, long pass down the floor, comes to, and they're going to call Olivia Martinez for taking an extra step, taking it to the hole. 30 seconds to go. Yeah, and Mackenzie, she's got, like you said, that ankle's taped up pretty good. she did not suit up for the last two games, so I'm sure she's nursing that ankle, and so they want to make sure, they certainly don't want her to overdo that. Mackenzie, outstanding soccer player and a good athlete. At the free throw line right now, we have another mystery player, I do believe.
That is Vanessa Guedetta.
Oh, that's right. That's Vanessa.
And, she actually had some productive minutes for the Tigers. Hadn't played a whole lot in this ball game, but she has 6 points, 1 for 2 from the foul line there with 15 seconds remaining.
So we come down with 10 seconds to go, and
my goodness, little shove there by on Trujillo by now looks like another mystery player.
So that'll do it as the final score, 61-44, as the Hilltoppers win this one, going away, and they end up winning this one by 17 points. So 11 points only for Los Alamos in that fourth quarter, 16 points for the Tigers in that fourth quarter. So anyway, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I get them all? Yeah, I'm saying they got the Toppers came up with.
But nice win here for Los Alamos. Nice district victory. Toppers move to 3-0 in district, 12-6 overall, and can finish off the first half of district play with a win over Pewaukee next week in Hakona at Ben Lujan Gymnasium. Tough place to play, but Toppers are sitting very, very pretty. We're right near the halfway mark of the district season. 61-44 ball game. 25 points tonight for Gigi Romero. 17 points for Tara McDonald, and just a great, outstanding effort for Los Alamos. Give Taos some credit. They did not go down without a fight. A lot of, we've watched Taos a long time. They have a awful lot of pride there in their athletic department, so they're not going to go down without taking a couple of swings. And for the Tigers tonight, Ariana Gutierrez had a nice second half. Did not score in the first half, but she ended up with 9 points in this ball game, and just kind of a smattering around for the rest of the Tigers. But Toppers got up early and were able to keep their edge pretty much the entire way and put this one to bed, and just exactly what they needed to do here at home to move to 3-0 in district play. 61-44, your final, Los Alamos over Taos.
Yeah, so the Tigers go 0-3 in district, and they are now 5-14 overall. The Hilltoppers overall are 12-6, and as Mike says, 3-0 in district with one district game remaining in the first round. That'll be next Thursday down at Pewaukee, and so that should be a good one. But anyway, so the Hilltoppers they had 6 players getting the scoring column. They spread around, but they were led by Gigi Romero and Tara McDonald tonight as far as the scoring situation. But the Hilltoppers, well, they just got in business right away, and they were up by 11 at the end of the first quarter, up by 20 at the end of the half, and then they were still up by 22 at the end of the third quarter, and ended up winning the ball game by 17. So it pretty stayed kind of even, but when you build up a 20-point lead, you tend to take the intensity off a little bit. So anyway, so that's going to do it for us here, Mike. The our next ball game, let's see, the boys are going to Taos tomorrow. We're not going to be able to make that one. But the next ball game for us will be Monday night at 7 o'clock. The Hilltopper girls will play the Rio Rancho Lady Rams. And that is a postponement from a game earlier that got snowed out. So they have rescheduled that one for Monday night. So we'll be here on the Daily Post to bring you that ball game. I want to thank Carol Clark and the Daily Post for making all this possible. But the Hilltoppers come away and are pretty much in control in the district right now. But they need to steal one away in Pewaukee, Mike.
Yeah, really do. Obviously, again, tough place to play down there at Ben Lujan Gymnasium. But if Toppers can pull that off, they will move to 4-0 in district with a clear shot at a district regular season title. So Los Alamos playing very, very good ball right now. A lot of good things happening for the Hilltoppers, and that's really good to see. You got that postponement game on Monday, but game they really need to worry about is Thursday against the Elcats. You know the Elcats are going to be up for that one, but for now, the Toppers can take the weekend off, just kick back, go watch the Dallas Cowboys march right to the Super Bowl like they always do every single year.
Every year.
It's just like clockwork.
Yeah. I know I get tired of seeing them in the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah. We'll see how many complaints from Cowboy fans we get, and then we, they're going to throw a lot of complaints at us, Gene, but they're all going to get intercepted.
Awesome. Okay. Well, that'll do it for us. So for my good buddy Mike Mays, and for John McHale, Nate Lim back, and Charlene back at her luscious studio, I wish everybody a great weekend. Make it even better weekend. All you got to do is put a little love in your heart. Don't forget to hug your penguin, but the most important thing you can always do is just be excellent to each other. And Sweetie Pie, I sure do miss you, honey. I really do, a lot. Bye-bye, everybody.